Hi, it's Maria from the Tarot Shop here, and in this video you can see that we're going to take a walk through the Jane Austen tarot deck. It feels probably good timing at the moment with lots of period dramas around. This deck has actually been around since about 2020, so it is gorgeous. If you're a Jane Austen fan, then you won't be disappointed. It is not a 78 standard deck, it's a 53 card deck for divination and gameplay, and it's by Jacqui Oakley. She says on the box here, a truth universally acknowledged, a Jane Austen tarot deck. It is a truth universally acknowledged that any person in possession of a sense of destiny must be in want of a tarot reading. You can almost hear her saying it, can't you? 53 cards for divination and gameplay with guidebook. Jane Austen is your oracle with this handsomely illustrated tarot deck featuring timeless characters and iconic symbols from her most famous works. It might just guide you towards your own fantastic future. So let's take a look. In the guidebook, she tells you a little bit about the tarot. So obviously Jacqui Oakley's written this. As mentioned, it's not the standard 78, so the major arcanas have been included within the four suits. So clubs are cups. Sorry, clubs are wands. Diamonds are coins or pentacles. Hearts are cups. Spades are swords. So with wands, we have all the activity. With the coins is all the material. Cups, the emotions, and swords are the thoughts. So that's how she's broken it down into clubs, diamonds, hearts, and spades. I think that a lot of people are moving towards the 53 deck because it's kind of like a return or a resurgence to a revival, sorry, of how the Romanies used to read tarot with the playing cards, didn't they? Standard playing deck. Tells you how to do layouts, a single layout, then there's a 3-card spread, past, present, future. So those are the 2 card spreads that she gives, and then she goes straight into the cards. You've got an illustration, what the card is, keyword, and a brief description. That's all you have in the book. Quite handy to keep by the side of you. Right, so we've got the cards. Let's have a look at the cards. The first card that you can see is the Strength card, Ace of Clubs. A 2. 3's a creativity. So when you're reading cards playing card wise, then 3's a creativity. So I guess you could see that that's creativity. 4's a stagnation and stability. So maybe she's bored with the choices, or she's happy that she's settled with her choices. With a hat, he or she. Look at the devil tempting you. The Tower. So we have the Tower there still, as in the lighthouse, illuminating the situation, and it's sudden because obviously she will have suddenly fallen. 7's a wisdom experience, so 8's obstacles. When you read them traditional way, for playing cards. So 9, we have the Sun. It is well to have as many holds upon happiness as possible. Lovely. Oh, I just love these books. I'm a bit of a bookie. And 10's a completion. The Jack, Queen, that's the Empress though, and King is the Magician. Okay, so on the diamond suit, now we have the World. 2. 2's about making decisions. So maybe she's sitting there trying to make a decision. And again, creativity. And here's the Hierophant. I always see the Hierophant as mentorship, so mentorship, that what kind of works, doesn't it? 6 of diamonds. Just the imagery is gorgeous, isn't it? It really transports you back, oh, especially this one, look. 7. Transports you back to that era. And it's so easy for us to make the connection at the moment because, as I've said, there's lots of period dramas around. 8 of diamonds. The hermit. Trying to find the way. 10s of completions again, so. And then we've got the star as the Jack of diamonds. Ace is a new beginning, so we've got hearts, choices. I think when you have illustrations on the card, one of the things you need to always do before you start, reading with is trying to make a connection where you can visually recall what that card means by looking at the images on the cards. 4 of hearts. See, in the cups, that's where he's bored, isn't it? He's not interested. 5s are losses. So you pierce my soul. I am half agony, half hope. The Lovers. Oh, look at all those choices. Doesn't stray too much from the original meaning, so it is quite transferable if you've learnt the other decks. We all have our best guides within us if only we would listen. So that's the moon. And the moon is about intuition, so. Also hidden paths usually. 9. Oh. And completion. 10. The Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune to me is always an evolutionary change. We have the Jack. Queen is the High Priestess of Hearts. And the King. Then the final suit here, we've got the Spades. So the Ace. New beginnings. Choices. Oh, this is actually the Hanged Man, so delay. Just sitting around waiting. 3s are creativity. Oh, the Death. 4. See, 4s tend to be stagnation or stability, so interesting that she chose 4. Building upon a new life, I guess, because as we know, death is not it's an ending and a building of a new life, so renewal. 5, 6, and ship. I guess that means a journey. 7 is the Chariot. And when you go through the book, it obviously gives you the meanings that she intended for each of the cards, but you should be able to find a synergy there. Chariot. 8's a Justice. Justice is one of my favourite cards actually in any pack, because I know it leads you to the right path, especially as a reader. 9, oh, 10, the Judgment. You're being given your calling. Jack. Queen. King is the Emperor. Oh, and we have a Joker. Possibly the Fool. So that is a walkthrough of the Jane Austen tarot deck, and I hope you'll agree. I think you'll agree they are absolutely lovely. They feel very solid in the hand. They'll be easy to shuffle because even though they are larger than the decks I usually hold, there aren't so many of them, which makes it easier to hold and shuffle. Okay, thank you very much for your time.